A blind old man waits to bless his son. A mother hatches a plan, and a younger brother disguises himself in goatskins. But inside this tangled mess is something you're not expecting. Isaac grew old, his eyes weak, and he told Esau to hunt and prepare food so he could bless him. But Rebekah overheard, and she told Jacob to disguise himself. On the surface, it's dysfunction at its peak, a blessing gained through trickery. Yet hidden in this story is a foreshadowing of how the bride of Christ, the church, receives her inheritance. She doesn't earn it by her strength or appearance, but by being clothed in another's identity. Just as Jacob wore Esau's garments, the church wears Christ. Paul wrote, "For all of you who were baptized into Christ have clothed yourselves with Christ." The blessing doesn't come because we look worthy, but because we are covered in him. Jacob approached Isaac trembling, and Isaac touched the goatskins and said, "The voice is Jacob's, but the hands are Esau's." It was a confusing mix of truth and disguise, but the blessing still fell. That's grace. Undeserved, unexpected, unstoppable. The church receives the Father's blessing not because we match the part perfectly, but because Christ stands in our place. Peter said, "You are a chosen people, a royal priesthood." Jacob's shaky deception points forward to a greater exchange. Our weakness covered by Christ's strength, our sin covered by his righteousness. When Esau returned and found out, he wept bitterly, crying out, "Bless me. Me too, my father." The blessing couldn't be reversed. That moment is sobering. To despise the covenant, as Esau had done before, is to discover too late the weight of what was lost. Hebrews 12 recalls Esau's tears as a warning, urging the church not to treat her inheritance lightly. But the flip side is hope. If Jacob the deceiver could become Israel the prince, then the bride of Christ, the church, is proof that God redeems weakness. What looks messy in Genesis 27 is actually a prophecy of grace. So Genesis 27 isn't just about family drama. It's about the Father's blessing, the Son's covering, and the bride of Christ receiving what she could never earn. If you believe the church is clothed in Christ and chosen by grace, then put the word "clothed" in the comments. Because in Christ's church, the blessing isn't stolen. It's secured forever.